Alright, today's lesson is going to be on linear functions, linear equations, and really just graphing. Earlier, if you saw some of my other videos, I took a look at coordinates, graphing those, plotting those, however you want to look at that. Then, I took a little bit of time to describe using input and output charts into a function. I want to combine those two today and get some ordered pairs and then make a nice little graph. So let's get some vocabulary out of the way. My linear functions are ordered pairs that form a line. So it's going to be a list of x and y values. My linear equation is going to be a general equation. So for example, I'll give you an easy one. Conveniently enough, it's the one we're going to start out with today. The function is going to be y is equal to 3x plus 1. I like that. 3x plus 1. So using that, we're going to do one thing first. Make this gigantic chart, which I actually didn't see until recently, but I kind of like the organization on it, so bear with me. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, then more power to you. So, in my x's, I've got my rule we did before. Make sure I have a little space there. I have my y's, my output, and then I have a new column, my ordered, make a little space, because I can't plan appropriately apparently, my ordered pairs. So, let's plug in values like we normally do. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, we started at -2 before. Let's just do -1, 0, 1, and 2, because I can. So, my rule. This is just me describing what I'm plugging in. Again, looks tedious. It's like muscle memory. Once you get the repetition out of the way, don't even need to worry about it again. Alright then, let's plug in those values. When x is equal to -1, plug it in. 3 times -1 is -3. -3 plus 1 is -2. Again, I'll write that off to the side, so it's a little easier for you to visit. -3 plus 1 is equal to -2. Next, plug in 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Plug in 1. Gives me 3 plus 1, or 4. And finally, 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 1 gives me 7. Right. Now, I'll show you how simple this really can be. We already know that ordered pairs come in the form x, then y. Conveniently enough, I've got an x column, and I have a y column. I'm actually not even doing any extra work. I'm just organizing. So my first ordered pair is going to be -1, -2. My second ordered pair is going to be 0, 1. Third and fourth. A lot of work, correct? Last thing I'm going to do for this problem is this. Graph. I don't want you to be intimidated by graphing. It's really not that bad. In fact, it doesn't look perfect. I'm not going to worry about it being perfect unless I specifically give you instructions to be perfect. But then again, Lord knows I ain't, so I can't expect too much of you guys. I can only expect the best I can get out of you. Let's see. Sure, those are even. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, my first ordered pair is going to be -1. -1, -2. Then 0, 1, 1, 4. Again, it might help to do these little dots if you really want to. Finally, 2, 7. And now we're going to do some advanced calculus to figure out what kind of line. No. All we're going to do is put down a ruler, put down a stick, put down a piece of paper, because I was too lazy to grab a ruler when I was your age. So I grabbed a stick, or a piece of paper, or the end of a book. Don't tell my teachers. I'm kidding. I didn't say that. Because you're probably going to use my books in class. I'm watching you. Graph my line. Yeah, I mean, easy graph. And on the topic of linear functions, that's about all I got for you. No matter what you do, if we're keeping with linear functions, where x isn't raised to another power, as long as you do this, you're going to be golden. And in class later, I'll talk to you a little bit more about how to interpret these graphs and what they mean in some real world problems. And on that note, it is about 12:40 in the morning, and I'm going to go to bed. See y'all tomorrow.